The Rhody Strength Podcast is brought to you by Strength and Sport Physical Therapy for all your PT, recovery, and performance needs. We help you get back on the field, back in the gym, and back to a healthy and active life. What's our three-step process? Well, number one, we want to diagnose the cause of the injury. Number two, we want to make progress towards your goal. Number three, we want to push performance and prevent it from happening again. What's our history? Well, we were founded in 2017 within a CrossFit gym, Spartan 360, in Middletown, Rhode Island, with a dream to create a PT clinic that revolves around fitness. Since then, we've expanded to two separate locations in Rhode Island, Portsmouth and Providence. We hope to continue to serve Rhode Island and the greater community for many years to come. Our big goal is we want to help you get back to the activities you love. What's our edge? Why are we cut above the rest? Well, we provide one-on-one attention. Every session's with a doctor of PT. This helps you get the most out of your rehab. We provide a variety of techniques, whether it's dry needling, cupping, exercise, correctives, and we base our rehab basically on the most up-to-date research, whatever is evidence-based. And we specialize in athletics. We walk the walk of fitness and sport. We have certifications including the CrossFit Level 2, the USAW, CSCS, SCS, we do bike fitting, we do running analysis, concussion rehab, dry needling. Really, we want to build a better you. To get in touch, give us a call or text 401-239-2784. You can give us an email, matt@strengthandsportpt.com. Follow us on Instagram @strengthandsport. Check us out online, www.strengthandsportpt.com. The Rhody Strength Podcast is now sponsored by Soul Friend Yoga. Find them online at soulfriendyoga.com, on Instagram @soulfriendyoga. They're a locally based Rhode Island company over in Bristol. They also have a beautiful online presence. You can take a look at all their apparel, all their yoga mats online. Really nice website. And their materials and quality are top notch. Me and my wife both have a yoga mat from them. My wife has a lot of their apparel, the yoga pants, the tops, the accessories. Great company, great people. Definitely check them out either in person, online. Give them a follow. Soul Friend Yoga. The Road Strength Podcast is now brought to you by Rob Levine, the heavy hitter. We've been really happy to have them jump on as a sponsor. I personally used them this past year. My wife was in a car accident, and they were able to help us along every step of the way through getting properly compensated, making sure we weren't getting taken advantage of by the car insurance companies, and helping through with medical payments. So if you've been in a car accident, it's definitely worthwhile. Just pick up the phone and see how they can help. The Rhody Strength Podcast is now brought to you by Perform Better. So you may know them initially from their bands, the mini bands, the loop bands, super bands. Just a really high quality rubber. They last a long time. They stretch really nicely, not like some of the cheapo ones. They're a local Rhode Island company. They're on the East Greenwich and West Warwick line, which is super cool. But they have reached national and international recognition. This company's been around for a long time. And they're just really known for having high quality gear, high quality equipment, outstanding customer service. Something breaks, they're willing to work with you, send it back, fix it, and just being really knowledgeable about their craft. They've been in the game for a long time. They do a lot of facility design, for the high schools, colleges, but they really work a lot with the pro teams, NBA, MLB, NHL, NFL. They have really good relationships with a lot of these teams. They do a lot of custom build-outs for their facilities, custom build-outs for their gyms, dumbbells, platforms, putting the custom logos in there, you name it. So some really cool stuff they're doing on that front. As far as education goes, they do a lot of courses. So whether online or in person, they have some of the top level courses in the strength and conditioning industry. And their Perform Better Summit, where you can actually go in there and listen to some of the top people in the industry and actually talk with them after the lectures, which is so cool, which you can't really get through some of this online stuff. But the education, they do really, really well. And the company's just great. It's, I've met a lot of people there. They're tight-knit. They're good people. So check them out, performbetter.com, and on Instagram @performbetter. What's going on, guys? Dr. Matt here, host of the Rhody Strength Podcast. We got another special guest on today, Rick Hart. What's going on, man?
What's up, man? Appreciate getting us on here.
Yeah, no, I'm really excited about today. It'll be a good podcast. So just to give you a little background, owner of Hart's Roofing and Construction, which we are in right now. For the video listeners, go check us out on YouTube and Spotify. We are in the Hart's Roofing office right now. We just kicked Alex out.
Yeah.
but he's usually hanging out here. And then just some of the stuff we're talking about today is one of the big things I'm excited about is the Road Warrior Cyclist. So what you did in the past there, basically taking your bike across country.
Yeah.
which was really cool. And then just some other stuff as far as family man, health and fitness advocate. So ever since I've known you, you've been involved in fitness and for yourself and for motivating others in one way, shape, or form. And then on the business side of things, I think would be cool to talk about as well too, how those two things incorporate and work on each other. But
Yeah, absolutely.
just to start off, I used to start with some rapid fire questions. So you get the coffees right here. These are from Graphic.
Graphic,
Shout
great
out-
coffee.
Shout out Graphic right down the road.
Graphic.
Great little strip right here, by the way.
It's-
Here, Graphic Bullfrog.
Yeah, it's
Less than 5 minutes.
You got everything you need right on the strip.
Eastman Road.
You know, yeah, you got the Graphic coffee, and you got my location here for construction projects, and
Yeah. Beautiful location,
you
by the
got
way.
Bullfrog right there too. So yeah.
Easy sign. You can see it driving by.
Yeah.
Great spot. So
right.
first question, favorite coffee?
Oh my God, Graphic's great.
Great
Graphic
answer.
is great.
Good
Graphic
answer.
is great.
Good answer.
But I'm gonna tell you, I'm just gonna be straight.
Okay,
No.
okay.
All right.
Okay.
I'm a Dunkin' Donuts guy. So you're either gonna love me or you're gonna hate me.
Fair
You know?
enough. Fair enough. You're
Um,
true to yourself.
Yeah. No. Graphic coffee is really good. They got when you want to get something sweet to eat or something over there too.
Yeah.
They got some homemade stuff over there, which is great. But born and raised by Dunkin', black coffee, just kind of my thing.
That's the way to go.
Yeah, but
And hot coffee.
but Graphic's definitely been diving in, getting more of my business since they threw
course.
up their headquarters right there, and they're right next to my shop. So
Yeah.
it's a perfect setup for me. And we support local business. So
Of
it's great.
course.
Yeah.
Of course. Next question we got, and if you're not a book reader, that's totally fine. We can throw out a podcast. But favorite recent book?
The Foot Book by Dr. Seuss.
Okay. How does that one go
Yeah,
again?
so it's left foot, right foot, feet.
Nice.
Yeah, how many feet can you meet? So,
Is
hey, I'm a family man. You know
Your
what I'm saying?
family-
Yeah,
is
yeah.
that- You read that to your daughter.
No, yeah. Oh, you can say that. I mean, no, yeah. So, no. So
I'm putting that down
yeah.
as your official answer.
Yeah. All right, perfect. All right, moving on.
Next one, favorite recent podcast. Are you a podcast guy? You listen to
Yeah,
podcasts,
dude.
guy?
Strength and Sport.
Hey.
Dr. Matt. You can't go wrong.
I appreciate. I appreciate.
That's my podcast.
Yeah.
That's my podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're trying.
I figured that. I figured I should be on my favorite podcast. So this
I love
is where
that.
I'm at.
I
Yeah.
love that. That's
Yeah.
a great answer.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, man.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, you're killing it.
Yeah. Next question we got favorite Instagram accounts. The way I phrase this is maybe it's something motivational, maybe it's something funny or work related. Whatever. What comes on your feed and you're like, oh, that's cool.
Oh man, that's such a good question.
Yeah.
It's a question I wasn't prepared for today. I don't like when I go on Instagram. I don't go to a certain accounts.
Sure.
I'm
Yeah.
always looking. I'm always looking for accounts that's related to my construction company.
Yeah.
I do follow the kind of funny construction videos, stuff like that,
Cool,
or
cool.
motivational videos. But
Yeah.
it's always trying to educate myself and get better with my own social media. So
Totally.
yeah, just all construction related material.
You guys have been crushing social media, by the way.
Thank you.
There was a video you posted. I'm gonna blank on what it was, but I was laughing. You
Yeah.
guys, you put some funny, you put good content, but you
Yeah.
put some funny content out there too.
I try to keep it. We changed it up.
Yeah.
We got a lot of personality in our company.
Totally.
We got guys who are funny, but they get the job done.
Yeah.
And I feel like we should show our company who we are. We're not just all business. I mean, we are a business, but
Yeah.
we keep it fun within the
Yeah.
company, and yeah.
I think people will probably resonate to that. Like, oh, these guys are
Yeah,
they're real people.
They're people.
real
Yeah,
people,
exactly. Yeah.
They're not stiffs, you know.
Yeah,
It's like-
exactly.
That's
Yeah.
cool. Next question we get: somewhere you traveled recently?
Mexico.
Nice.
Been to Mexico quite a few times.
Very cool.
Actually, that's something we're going to be doing soon with our company. We're going to be giving our condo away in Mexico for
Very cool.
10 either existing, I think it's going to be 5 existing customers and then 5 new customers who are going to hire us for our services.
Wow.
So we have a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom condo in Playa del Carmen in a gated community called Playa Car Phase 2. It's a beautiful spot, rock throw away from the beach, right next to a bunch of bars and restaurants and clubs, and and in a really safe area.
That's awesome.
So we're gonna be so stay tuned for that.
That's a huge perk.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah. It's great. Yeah,
So-
it's so
so that-
beautiful. I just want to give it away. You know?
So that's coming down the pipeline.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That'll be happening really soon.
Cool. So keep your eyes out.
Yeah, I've already given it away to a couple of people. I'm just waiting for them to lock in their dates.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Hey, all the more reason to do business with Hearts.
Yeah, that's it, man. Yeah, we're a family business, man. We spread the love, so
Cool.
we like to, give back to the community and, the people who supported us along the way, and that's what life's about, right?
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Side note story on that. My brother's a plumber up in Massachusetts, and I think one of the supply companies that he bought stuff for did something similar. They gave him a trip to Aruba.
Oh,
So
sweet.
I went to Aruba with him when he was single. He's like, I don't know who to bring. I'm like, I'll go.
Yeah, I'll go.
So like that's a really cool thing you guys are doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I mean, I think I'm going to hire him as a plumber now. No.
he's like Fitchburg, Mass. He's a little while away, but
yeah.
next time he's in the area,
Yeah, I'll reach out to him.
Yeah. Next one we got favorite footwear.
Favorite
sneaker
footwear.
or whatever.
Jeez, man, dude, favorite footwear, man. I like all the shoes. What am I wearing right now? What
You
are
get the
these?
Nikes?
These, I guess, yeah. I'm a
Nice.
Nike. I'm
He's a
just,
Nike
just
guy.
do
I'm a
it.
Nike guy.
Just do it.
Just do it.
You
Good mantra.
Yeah, it's so funny. I just I don't really pay attention to what I wear,
Fair.
what I, put on my feet.
You got more important things to worry
Yeah,
about. Yeah.
it's just like, hey, if it's a reasonable price and it fits decent and doesn't
Yeah.
feel horrible,
Perfect.
I just snatch it up.
Love it. Good
Yeah,
answer.
That's it.
I love it. Next question. This one's for Jeremiah.
Jerry.
Favorite lift at the gym.
Oh,
You
Jerry.
walk into
Jerry.
Bullfrog. What are you excited to hit?
Wow, what am I excited to hit at Bullfrog? Huh? I mean, honestly, he's such a great gym over there. It's
Yeah.
just really hard to choose, what machine I want to work out.
So hack squat is the answer.
Yeah, hack squat. Yeah, love the hack squat. What I like about his gym? I like, you get the free weights, you get the barbells. So I like to, use the rack setup, deadlifts.
Awesome.
Love some deadlifts.
Yeah. I saw you getting after the trap bar last time
Yeah,
in there with
the hex
Billy.
bar. Yeah,
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, whatever. It's like 225. No, that's like not impressive at all, but to me it is.
No, that's good.
Yeah. No, I enjoy the rack a lot over there.
Cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Next one we got favorite sports team.
Jeez, I'm a big sports guy.
Big
dude.
sports guy. Yeah.
I'm a big sports guy, dude.
The goals, the Newport
man.
goals.
Yeah, the Newport goals. Yeah. Yeah, man. I just, the Islanders, dude, they're killing it.
There you go.
Portsmouth Patriots, yeah, just
Nice.
everything. Great.
There we go.
Yeah.
Huge. Just a local guy.
Yeah, I'm still all local
Support
here,
local.
man. Yeah.
If it's not on the island, he's not watching it.
Yeah, exactly.
Next question we got favorite post-workout meal. So you just got crushed by Billy or Jerry.
Damn.
You even Bullfrog. You're like,
Yeah.
I got to refuel. I got to get back to work. What are you having?
What am I having? Is it already made or am I making it?
In a perfect scenario.
In a perfect
world.
scenario? I'll just crush a steak.
Awesome.
Yeah. Just fuel up.
Fuel up.
Yeah.
Get the
steak.
protein
Yeah,
in.
It's probably my favorite meal. Just
Medium rare or
medium rare.
nice, solid,
Yeah.
solid. You like talking New York strip or
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, I've been going to Market Basket quite often,
Market
quite
Basket's
frequently.
great. More for your dollar.
More for your dollar.
Shout out to Moolis.
Yeah, exactly. So I've been hitting the Market Basket a lot, hitting the meat department, which is great.
Awesome.
I know it's not local, guys, but it is like 10 minutes away from
It is a
me.
local company.
Yes.
New
yes.
England grocery store. So
Yeah. So I
something.
support New England.
there we go. Nothing wrong with that. All right, and then next one. Oh, we got a repeat. Favorite movement. Did you said trap bar?
Mhm.
Yeah, you did. Okay, we'll move on from that.
All right.
All right, so to get into some of what I call the meat and potatoes
Oh, yeah.
of the podcast.
Let's do it.
So I want to start with fitness. We already mentioned Bullfrog a couple times. We mentioned Road Warrior Cyclist a little bit, but just to start off, where did your fitness journey start? How did you start getting into going to the gym? Maybe like sports in high school. Like, how did you get started?
Yeah, so that's what it would be.
Yeah.
That's how I met Jerry, too, on the wrestling team, Middletown High School.
Very cool.
So, yeah, man, we just got it in over there, just every day, train, and that's how I just, started learning about the gym and different movements over there. So,
Nice. Wrestling's a tough sport.
yeah, it's a team sport, but it's also like an individual sport.
Right.
It's like your team can't back you up. It's you and your opponent.
Totally.
And it's like who's who's going to fight longer, who has, I feel like it's a lot of heart. You go out there and it's heart, huh? Heart? So it's a lot of heart. So we definitely have a lot of heart is what I'm getting at, So it's, who's going to go out there and, outlast each other and put in the work,
Totally.
So that kind of brought me into, the gym, started learning movements, lifting weights, and it's just been a journey ever since.
Very cool. And it seems like, so you trained with Jerry with the same team?
Yeah, me and Jerry were on the high school wrestling team together, Middletown High School.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And it seems like, I don't know if it's just maybe because the community you guys have built, but it seems like there's a lot of wrestlers over at Bullfrog. I know Mike Beestick.
Mike Beestick, yeah. So Mike actually got me into
wrestling.
Yeah,
No
yeah. He was a beast. Yeah,
There's a lot of good wrestlers. So don't mess with the guys at Bullfrog.
Yeah.
No, take you down. No, no, that's cool. And then so that kind of kicked you off, and then well, let me ask you this question: any insights or anything? Because a lot of people will sometimes say like there's lessons they learn from either a sport like wrestling or lessons they learn like in the gym that help them in other aspects of their life, whether it's like with their work, motivation, with their job, with their family and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's funny. So my wrestling coach, he turned 50. It was like last year, and he had his 50th birthday party, and I got invited to it. I wrote him a card, and I was like, man, I was like the time that he put in with us, I was like, I feel like I wouldn't be where I am in life without his education and his discipline that he instilled in us.
Very cool.
I really feel that way, man.
Yeah.
It was a hard sport. Like we would I just remember just doing suicides, and we were gassed, and he was just like, always remember that your opponent's more tired than you. Always remember that. Always remember that. Whenever you feel like you're going to give up, just remember someone else is going to give up first. Like, and it was just like the simple, basic concepts that just stayed with me forever. It's like, hard work, man. Yeah. Putting it in and, just always, trying to satisfy our customers, going above and beyond, you hired us for a reason. I take that personally, you're not just hiring, you're not hiring a big company. You're hiring a local company, someone who's going to look out for you and take care of you. So I feel like, all these lessons in life, we took it to our company and, and we're growing, and we've been growing at a rapid pace, and we are where we are because of, the hard work that our coaches and the guys who gave back to our community put into us at a young age. So
I like that a lot. That's a great lesson to learn for sure. No,
I mean that. I wrote him a card for his birthday. He responded to me. He was like, "Wow." He's like, "I read this a few times." Like,
that's really cool.
Yeah,
that's awesome. That's cool to hear. Yeah, it's stories like this I hear over and over again on the podcast. How just fitness is such. Obviously important to me, but to many people in their lives, and how it can impact not just your physical health, but every other aspect. It carries over.
Yeah.
So that's really cool to hear. So next piece of that was, or next big, I guess, fitness journey in your life, unless I'm skipping something, would be probably Road Warrior Cyclist.
So hold on. So shout out to Rusty Forge, my wrestling coach.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. And Rick Francis as well. So they were both our coaches at the time. So
is that Casey and Cam Francis related? Maybe.
I'm not too sure.
Yeah. Sure. Okay. I know I think they wrestled as well, but yeah.
Yeah. Casey Francis, yeah.
He's friends with Zach, drops into the gym every once in a while.
Okay. Yeah. He might be a couple years.
Probably.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
But no, shout him out. What was his name again?
Rusty Forge and Rick Francis. Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So
cool. Yeah. So the wrestling was super impactful for you. I think next step probably Road Warrior
Cyclist. Yeah.
So how did you get started with that?
Man, Road Warrior Cyclist. How old was I? 28 or something. I was 28 years old. Looking for more in life. Excuse me. I always knew that I had a bigger purpose and bigger vision in life. So I was pedicabbing downtown Newport.
Yes, that's how I met you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. Pedicabbing. Yep. And
Fun
then,
job.
and I was actually giving a guy a ride. He worked for the VA, and he was telling me that there was 50,000 homeless veterans on the street on any given night. And I was also entertaining the idea of doing a cross-country bicycle ride. at that time, and he was like, "Hey, you could, link up with the VA, and you could give back and raise some money." So anyway, so we ended up, ended up organizing a bicycle ride. It was a solo bicycle ride from here to Florida to California. I ended up linking up with like Operation Stand Down in Newport. I think we raised like $14,000 or something like that. So it took me 7 months. It was a wild trip. Didn't have any. Well, when I say I planned it out, I mean like I put a tent on the back of my bicycle. I had four pannier bags and a couple tire tubes, and and basically I had it rode. I had the GPS. You can actually do a bicycle route.
Yeah.
So anyone can do it.
There you
All
go.
you gotta do is just open up your GPS and type in
Where am I
you
going?
want to
Florida?
go. Yeah.
How are you gonna go? By bike?
It just
There you go.
There you go. Yeah, and it'll just take you all these back roads. So
There must have been some sketchy areas you had to go through.
Yes. There was definitely
Whether they're like highway or
Yeah.
maybe just maybe not areas you want to bike through in general.
Yeah. So a lot of the areas that I was worried about. Well, I said my main worry on that bicycle trip was basically like, what's gonna happen to me? Like, it was the animals. It's like I
Yeah.
didn't know where I was sleeping. So that's the whole thing. So I had two rules on the road: is that you couldn't sleep in hotels unless someone bought you a hotel room.
Okay.
All right, and then you couldn't sleep in someone's house unless they offered.
Sure.
Because the homeless veterans are homeless.
Same
Are
idea.
homeless, right?
Right,
Like
right.
people they're not sleeping in hotel rooms.
Right.
And I didn't have a big budget. I think I left with like $2,500, $3,000, right?
Yeah.
So
You need
obviously,
to eat.
and you need to eat. So obviously, you're it's like putting gasoline in a car is the food that you eat.
Yeah.
Keeps your body going. So you need to eat along the road because you're burning a lot of calories, but you don't know where you are. You don't know where your next meal is coming from. So it was
You
like
had to stretch that 7 months.
and you had to so you had to like just figure it out along the way.
Yeah.
So I had like a 4x6 American flag on the to make it more challenging. I had a bunch of drag on my bicycle. I had this 4x6 American flag.
So it's just whipping in the
And it's
wind.
just whipping in the rain. And I was riding to California, so I was riding against the Gulf of Mexico, all the wind coming against me. And then I actually met people along the way. They were like, "Hey, you're going the wrong way. You're supposed to be riding from West Coast to East Coast." So
I wouldn't
because
have even thought of that.
They had the tailwind. I was riding against the
Gotcha.
wind. So I probably should have started the other way. But yeah, so my biggest thing was like setting up camp in an area that you don't know, and you don't know if there's animals or obviously there's animals, and you're setting up in the woods, and you just never knew where you were.
Yeah.
It's not like
Yeah.
you're in your backyard. You're trying to figure it out every single day.
I hope there's no bears here.
Exactly. So one time I actually was riding my bicycle, and it became a very spiritual journey.
Mhm.
Very
Totally.
spiritual. Very spiritual. You're spending all that time by yourself.
Yeah.
It was just on the road every single day, and I was just like praying to myself, like,
Yeah.
God, can you please put a roof over my head tonight, or can you, give me a safe place to sleep?
Mhm.
And
Totally.
yeah, one day I was riding, and my the guy who I found God with, like, when I was like 21,
Yeah.
right? And I found God with him, and then he called me up, and I like went by his house. I drove he was like he was more in like the Charlotte area,
Mhm.
and I was heading down the coast, and he called me up, and I was like 400 miles away from his house, basically, right?
Yeah.
And he called me up and was like, "Hey, Rick," he was like, I just saw that you're riding your bicycle across the country. You should come by my house," like as if like I'm right down the street. I'm like, bro, "Hey, give me your address." I like typed in, and I was like, "Bro," I was like, "You're 400 miles away from me." He's like, "Well, you just rode your bicycle from Rhode Island to where
you
I
can
was."
make it,
Yeah,
yeah.
He's like, "Well, you just come by my house." I was like what? Like that's crazy.
Did it take you way off course?
It did. So then I had to start heading west. So I prayed in my head. I'm like, "All right, God." I'll say, "I know you want me to do this.
Yep.
And I'm listening to you right now." And I was like, I don't want to do this. I'm tired.
Yeah.
I had this conversation. I'm like, okay, whatever. So I just start heading west. I get my phone out. I type in my phone GPS, and I start heading over there. And I see signs on the side of the road. I'm in the middle of nowhere, and I see signs on the side of the road. It says, "Trespassers will get shot, and survivors will get shot again."
That's the stuff you
Right?
see in like a Spencer's
Yeah.
gift store.
Yes, yeah.
But it was real.
Yeah, and it was real. But it was like sign after sign. trespassers will get shot, and survivors will get shot again. Trespassers will get shot.
It kept
and
saying
survivors
that?
will get and survivors will get shot again. Trespassers will get shot, and survivors will get shot again. I'm like, wow, this is crazy. Where am I going to sleep tonight?
Yeah.
Right? Like, because like I have my tent on the back of my bicycle, and I what am I going to set it up in the middle of the road? Right? So like I can't like. There's a guy out here with a gun. He's gonna shoot. He's gonna shoot me.
He's pretty serious about shooting you.
Yeah.
He can't wait to shoot you.
Yeah. So I'm like riding my bicycle, and then I hear like a and so I keep riding, and then I see all of a sudden a set of train tracks, right? And then I'm like, that's it. I'm taking a train. Like I feel like I'm exhausted. I'm about to cry.
Yeah.
Like I was like that tired. Like
Yeah.
I see a set of train tracks, and there's a little convenience store on the side of the road, and I was like, I ended up pulling over. I was like, hey, walk in. I was like, hey, miss. I was like, a couple things. Like, one, you got a coffee and some food. Like, I'm so hungry. Like, I need some caffeine, whatever. There was no graphic along the way, but
Oh, man.
you know what I'm saying? It was just like
If there
this cheap
was.
coffee,
Yeah.
So they ended up. So she was like, hey, listen. She was like, yes, I do got coffee. Just made a pot. But the train tracks, I'm sorry, sweetie, it doesn't go west. It goes north. This is going to take you to Maine. I was like, oh, man. I'm like losing it. I'm
Yeah.
super tired. I'm just ready. Yeah, I don't even want to be going west right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've been on the road for, 3 months already.
Oh.
2.5, 3 months at that point, and I'm
Yeah.
making my trip I'm taking on an extra 800 miles. But I feel like that's what I was supposed to do.
Sure.
And I was going with that feeling, which was a very free feeling.
Yeah.
And so the lady goes, listen, this goes north. I'm sorry about that. And then some guy comes walking out, and he goes, hey, man. He goes, you riding your bicycle? I was like, yeah. He's like, oh, I love bicycles. He starts talking to me. He was like, oh, you ever ride over those grates on the bridges? He was like, man, those things get real slippery. And then he's like, one time, I was riding over the grate and I fell, and then I sliced my hand open. It's super dangerous. And the guy just blah, 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 blah. I was like, yeah, man, bro, I'm tired. I don't got time.
I don't have time for your story.
I don't want your story right now, guy. Right.
Right.
But, and he was like, wow, what you're really doing is really cool. And he was like, oh, and he sees my sign. He goes, wow, you're riding for homeless veterans? I was like, yeah. He was like, much respect, man. He was like, let me know if I can do anything for you. I said, laughed. I was like, yeah, anything? He goes, yeah. I go, you can give me a ride to Charlotte, North Carolina. Right? Right? And he was like, yeah, man, not a problem. I'm a truck driver.
Oh.
I'm like, what? He was like, yeah, just fill up my car up with gas. I'll give you a ride. So in Cleveland, it was like giving me a ride from here to basically New Jersey.
Okay, yeah.
Right? So
a couple hour drive.
Yeah, it was
quite a few days of riding, yeah.
So I ended up filling up his car with gas, right? And this wasn't part of the journey. This it was part of the journey, but this wasn't
a side quest.
This was a little side quest.
Yeah.
Filled up his car, threw up his bicycle, threw my bicycle in the back of his car, and he gave me a ride. And I picked up the phone. I called up my buddy Lauren. I said, "Bro, you never believe this." He was like, "What?" I was like, "I'll be there in 2 hours." And he was like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "You're supposed to be here in 4 days." I was like,
nope.
"Dude, man, God's been moving, bro. I've been telling you, man. I'll be there in 2 hours." Right? And so I ended up getting a ride over his house. Hung out with him for a couple days. Told him about all the crazy things that's been happening, whatever.
That's so cool.
Yeah. So it was the whole trip was things
like that.
That it just I felt it, I did it, and it worked out.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
just made it work.
And it made it work, yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I could talk for hours.
So to kind of some of the questions I had for you on that was give me an example of something really cool that happened, which sounds like that was probably one of the highlights.
One of them. Yeah, one of them. Yeah.
Anything on the flip side, not to change the mood, but on the flip side, anything that was was there any just dark times where shit just didn't go right? It was and you're just this is crazy. I'm sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. High point, low point.
Yeah, high point, low point. Just some of the nights where you're just you're sleeping on the side of the road and it is just pouring on you. And you're in a tent. And your tent ain't holding up.
Yeah.
You're in this one-man tent and it's just, you're just fuck, this sucks,
Yeah.
And you're just in the middle of the woods, and it's just like 2 inches of rain or something. And it's just like, all the rain's coming down on you, and your whole thing's flooded, your whole tent's flooded out. Like, so it was like nights like that.
Yeah.
Really sucks.
Did you have a jacket or anything? Or a
Yeah,
blanket?
yeah. I had jackets and stuff, but those were just getting soaked.
So you're
Like,
cold.
I'm cold.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was nights like that, but for the most part, like things like worked out the way it needed to.
Totally.
Yeah.
And I'm sure like you probably popped a few tires. How many tires you popped on the way?
I got that question before too. I got about like I think 15 flat tires.
No way.
Yeah.
Are you just a pro at changing a bike tire?
Yeah.
now?
Hey, you guys need your bike tire fixed. You know who to call, right?
Right.
No, yeah. So we were, I had the patch kits and
Just
stuff. Yeah.
super. Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
And then what about like how do you charge your phone?
So I had a solar thing at one point.
Oh, cool.
Just trying to catch the rays and plug it in.
Yeah.
But for the most part, it's like you would you just try to find places. So like in the morning, so in the morning, what I would do, first thing you jump on your bike and you're looking for a place to eat breakfast. Who would have a bathroom where you could just take like a body bath real quick, boom, wash yourself up, wash your armpits, wash your face, brush your teeth. Yeah. It became like the simple things. Yeah. The simple things in life is like the most is so overlooked.
Sure.
Just having a roof over your head, a place to brush your teeth, a place just a comfortable place to put your head down at night. Like we make life so complicated when we're like stuck in this rat race.
Totally.
But when you put yourself in like in a vulnerable situation and you don't have all these things that you have every single day, you become very grateful for, just brushing your teeth in the bathroom.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You like not having, like having a bathroom to go to every single day.
Right.
Just imagine yourself not having a place to take a shower, to use the bathroom, to brush your teeth, to sleep at night. Like all these simple things in life became very valued.
So every day was almost like a mission to like, all right, where can I find a place that.
Yep. You wake up in the morning and you're like, okay, where am I going to go today? And you're like, all right, any places around here that, you'd like, because you don't know where you're at.
Yeah.
You're sleeping in the woods, and because maybe you had like a 13 or 14 hour day of bike riding, and you're just exhausted, and you gotta still set your tent up. Mm-hmm. Hopefully, there's no animals around there that are gonna attack you or anything like that.
Yeah.
Right. I was in bear country one time. That was like a whole another story.
Did you run into any bears there or any animals? Or?
Oh yeah. No, I got a wild story for you. This is one of my favorites. So again, anywhere that I went, I was like, that was the one question, like, are there animals around me? I was afraid, like, setting up a tent in the middle of nowhere and just having like a bear attack or a bobcat or whatever.
Yeah.
So that was my biggest fear. It wasn't people, it was animals. So I was like, in the middle of nowhere again, and I was riding my bicycle, and then I started praying. I was like, God, God, universe. I was like, please, protect me in this route. Like, I was just nothing but forest. I was like, bring me a safe place tonight. Like, I don't know where I'm at. Of course, that was every day.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know if there are black bears in there or brown bears over here. Like, what kind of bears are here? But I see signs on the road that are showing pictures of bears.
There are bears.
There's definitely bears.
They're just there in black and yellow, but I don't know what type of bear it is.
Yeah. It's like a caution sign bear. So anyway, I was like, please, educate me, along the way. And then about half a mile later, I ran into a sign, and there was an arrow that said zoo. I said, what? There's a zoo? So it says zoo half mile. I'm like, okay. So I pull up to this zoo, which looked like a house.
Yeah.
And there was a big bell in the driveway. So I pulled up into this driveway, and it was like just gravel driveway. And there was an arrow that pointed to this house and said zoo. And then there was a big bell, big bell. Looked like the Liberty Bell, right?
Okay. Yeah,
it's huge.
What state is this in?
I'm in North Carolina. I'm in North Carolina. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to ring this bell. I said, please ring bell for service.
It is
right?
massive
Yeah,
bell.
it's massive.
It's usually like a little tabletop. Ring
Yeah.
bell. You're like,
No, exactly. That's exactly what it was.
You're like, am I supposed to ring this?
So I said, please ring bell for service. And I'm like, okay. So I'm like, ding dong, ding dong.
The whole town here.
The whole town, right? But there's no house. There's
no way.
This
Okay,
is the
gotcha.
only house in this town. It's from what I can gather so far, right?
It's a one-town house.
Yeah.
It's a zoo.
Yeah. It's a zoo. So all of a sudden I hear,
No. Stop.
and I'm
Actually?
like, what the?
You woke the bear up.
Dude, I'm like, and then it's all these animals. And then all of a sudden this lady goes, comes like flying into the driveway. Like the tires are spinning. I'm like, whoa, what is going on, right? She gets out of the car and she was like, about like 105 pounds soaking wet. She goes,
Yeah.
can I help you? And she's like, yeah. I'm like, sorry. I saw her sign on the side of the road. It said zoo. I'm like trying to put it all together
Like,
right now.
is this a
like,
zoo?
Yeah. I'm like,
I mean, I'll check out the zoo.
Yeah,
if it's a zoo.
yeah.
It's like,
I'm like, she's like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm riding my bicycle across the country, and I was like, because like, are there bears around here? Like, she was like looking at me like, who are you? And I was like looking at her like, who are you? And I'm like, are we at a zoo? Like, everyone was just trying to put it together, right? And just in this moment, and then she goes like, oh, you worried about bears? I was like, yeah, I am. She goes, well, you're in bear country. I was like, oh. She goes, yeah, and do you have an orange vest? I said, no. She goes, well, it's the first day hunting season. You go out there, you're going to get shot.
oh my God.
I was like, oh, all right. She like gave me an orange vest. She
Oh,
was like,
she's like,
yeah.
oh,
I was like,
thanks.
sweet, thank you. Yeah, hopefully I won't get shot tonight. So anyway, she goes, you got a place to sleep tonight? I said, no, I don't. She goes, well, I'll tell you what, you can help me today. Pull your bicycle over. You can help me today. I'll hook you up with a place to stay. I'm like, okay. So pull my bicycle on the side of the zoo, which is her house, right? And she doesn't take me behind the fence yet.
Yeah.
Right? So I jump in the back of her car, in her car.
Yeah.
And she has a pickup truck. And
Are you in the bed?
I'm sitting. Yeah, I'm sitting down. I didn't get promoted to the bed. It's because it was the first day of hunting season.
Okay.
I'll get to the story.
All right.
So all of a sudden, I was like, "What are we doing?" She goes, "Well, I need to feed my animals." I was like, "Your animals?" She's like, "Yeah, I got a zoo." I was like, okay.
I can tell, yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Tell me about this zoo, yeah.
Exactly. So we jump in her truck and we just start driving around to different like huts.
Yeah.
And it's first day of hunting
Yeah.
season. So we go in and there are some. We go in and we just start picking up deer carcasses.
Okay.
So we go to different. I forgot the terminology for it. Different huts where they just fillet the
Oh,
the
yeah,
deers.
Sure.
Right. And so anyway, like we pull up to like one place and there's some big country boys there. I mean, like 350, just like boom,
geez.
they all got their shotguns. They're all drinking beers and they're like. And she's like at least 105 pounds soaking wet. And then she's like, all right. She goes, you got any deer carcasses? He was like, yeah, right here. So she goes, all right, let's pick them up, Rick. I'm like, I never touched a dead deer. I'm not a hunter. I never touched a dead deer, I was like, okay, is this sanitary? That's what I'm thinking, right? Like, just grab the deer and throw it in the back of the truck. I'm like, okay. So I was like, well, how do I pick it up?
Right.
She's like, just grab it. She pulls the antlers and like pulls the head. The head's like looking at me like this, like the tongue's hanging out. We're like throwing the deers in the back of the truck, right? Well, one at a time. I'm like, this is what I gotta do to have a whole roof over my head tonight.
Yeah.
Right. So we're throwing it up, and then she goes, Bubba, what did I tell you? You got to fillet the deer better. She takes out her double-edged knife like this, and she's like, whoosh, 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 whoosh. Just start freaking gutting this thing in front of me. And I'm like, I'm staying at this girl's house tonight. Like, I thought I was going to be the bait.
Right.
You know what
right.
I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Hey, I ran out of deer. Hey, get that guy, Rick.
Yeah. Rick looks good.
Rick looks good. The bears will like him.
Yeah. So we're throwing, and she's like, going to town, cutting this thing, blood's, just, all over her and stuff. And I'm like, all right, this is happening. So, try to get some cell phone service. Hey guys, I just want to let you know, I'm in North
If I don't
Carolina
make
right
it,
now. Yeah. Hey, take a picture. Jeez. Like, this is her. So, send that message out. So we get back to her house. We spend like a couple hours just going to different huts and whatever, and loading up a bunch of deer carcasses. And we pull in, and then we pull in. She gets out, and we're in front of the bell again, the big Liberty Bell.
Yeah.
Right? And she goes, Noah, right? She goes, Noah, and then all of a sudden you hear, the king of the jungle, bro.
What?
It was a lion.
Oh my God.
She was talking to her pet lion, bro.
No way.
In her backyard, and then the whole zoo started going crazy, right? So we opened up the gate. I mean, it was hyenas.
What?
Monkeys. Just freaking, I think she had ostriches, and freaking a lion. Just, I mean, you name it. I mean, she just had everything in her backyard. And she was, she had a, she had a wolf, coyotes. There was a wolf attack. She was like walking it like it was a dog one time. And the wolf attacked one of her employees. But yeah,
is he all right?
She almost died.
Oh my God.
Yeah. But anyway, so to find out that she was a rescue.
The wolf was a rescue?
Well, her
all the
zoo
animals were rescued.
So find out she's just a super sweet lady.
Sure,
loved
sure.
animals.
Sure.
And was just trying to take care of these animals. So they want to. They're all rescue animals.
Right.
So anyway, we went to the lion cage and we'd take a deer. She opens up the cage.
Yeah.
I'm like,
She go in there?
She just throws a deer in there. She goes, "That's Noah. Isn't he a sweetie?" And he was like, "He looks really sweet." Yeah. He's a sweet.
He's so sweet. Yeah.
Yeah. I was
Close the gate.
Yeah. Close the gate. Quick. Close the gate. Yeah. She had all types of animals over there. So that was like one of my crazy stories.
That's insane.
And then I ended up talking to one of the workers over there, and so I was talking to her. I was like, "Hey," I was like, "Have you ever gotten attacked by any of the animals?" And then she goes, "I can't say."
Talk to me later.
I was like, "Really?" It's like, "Yeah." And then she lifted up her shirt, and she had this huge scar right on her stomach. I was like, "Well, what happened there?" She goes, "Well, you never look a wolf in the eyes."
Oh my God.
All right. I'm like, wow. She goes, yeah. She goes, well, Annie, what I think her name was Annie. She goes, Annie was just rescued a wolf and she was walking it like it was a freaking dog across the zoo.
No
and I'm over here
way.
feeding all the other animals. And she was walking it. And then I looked over. I was like, oh, new animal. It's a wolf. And, we made eye contact and you never make eye contact. And the thing just started running at me and it clinched onto me and I was smart enough to drop and get and just kind of make like a ball.
Like fetal position.
Yeah, fetal position. Yeah, so
yeah.
The animal bit her.
Oh my God.
Because the next instinct the animal will just shake its head, will rip you apart. So she kept it tight, so he couldn't do that.
Right. Holy shit.
So anyway, and then now but that was never talked about because the lady they want to save the animal,
right?
But once it tastes like a human blood,
then
they would have to put it down.
Gotcha.
But that was never talked about again. I was like,
and
all right,
she still works there.
Yeah. She still works there.
Yeah.
And Annie still walks the wolf on the leash. No.
Everything's cool.
Yeah, everything's
cool.
good. Yeah. Never talked about it again.
Yeah. It's like, what happened? Nah, don't worry about it.
Yeah. So
I'll tell you later.
Yeah. So so the whole that was a really interesting time.
I mean, kind of funny how like one of your biggest fears were animals, and then you ended up at a zoo.
Yeah.
With lions and wolves and hyenas.
Well, I had a roof over my head. You know,
right.
Those animals were caged.
Sure.
Besides the wolf.
Sure. I guess better than
apparently.
you're in bear country.
Yeah.
But wolves, lion, every type of animal that could possibly kill you was
Yeah,
there.
exactly.
Nice.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah.
And you were feeding them deer.
Yeah, exactly. Dead deer. Yeah, exactly.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. You said you had another good
Yeah,
one about
I
a
got
guy
a
walking
good one.
across country.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I got it. All right. So this is the deal. So I was in the middle of nowhere. It sounds like all stories start off this way. I was in the middle of nowhere, and a big part of the trip was when you hit a town, you would have to figure out how many more miles it was to get to the next town. So I'm in a convenience store, essentially, right? And I'm walking around in the convenience store and grab a bottle of water, and then grab some apples and stuff and some fruit. And I'm walking to the the cashier. I got a voice that came into my head and was like, "Grab more water." So okay. I walked, grabbed another bottle of water.
Yeah.
Whatever. And grab some more food, grab some more food, grab some peanuts. Walked to the cash register. I was like, "Hey, miss," and she's looking at me like I'm not a local. Like, who are you? You're right. Like,
Why do you have so much water?
like, yeah. Why do you got so much water? I was like, "Miss," I was like, "How far away is it to the next town?" And she goes, "About 60 miles." I was like, "Oh, okay. Is there like any stores along the way?" And she goes, "Nope. It's just 60 miles." So
Wow.
I could only bike 10 miles an hour on my bicycle
Sure.
because
It's so heavy.
Because it's so heavy. I
Yeah.
got the bob trailer, I got the flag, and I got the 4 painter bags.
Yeah.
My bike is weighing like around like 100 pounds.
Sure.
You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Easy, right?
It's a rig.
Yeah, it's a rig. Yeah, it's a touring bike.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay. So that means it's going to take me 6 hours until I can refuel my body, right? Because it's like going to the gas station. You have to plan, right?
Yeah.
That's the way you got to look at it. What you drink and what you eat,
Yeah.
right? So I'm like, okay. So I jump on my bicycle, and I'm about an hour into my ride. And all of a sudden, I see something about 100 yards away, and I'm closing in on this. Something was walking on the side of the road. I was like, I'm getting closer, and the sun, it's like 80 degrees. The sun was beating down on me.
What state are you in here?
I think I was in Virginia.
Okay.
Right around Virginia, and I'll pull the picture up if
Okay.
you want to slide it in.
Yeah, I can slide it in. Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm walking, and all of a sudden I see this guy walking on the side of the road. And I was like, "Get the heck out of here. There's a guy walking on the side of the road." And I'm kind of like a little nervous.
Yeah.
Right? And I'm like, should I go talk to this guy? And then I was thinking about the prayer I said the night before. The night before, I had dropped on my knees because someone opened up their home to me.
Sure.
A random person on Facebook had given me their home, had given me a room to sleep in the night, and I took a shower and all that stuff. And I was on my knees, and I said, "God, please put people in my path that you want me to meet along the way."
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
So I thought about this prayer as I'm riding, and I'm getting closer to the guy. And then all of a sudden, I'm like 15 feet away from him. I'm behind him. I'm like, "Hey, man, you okay?"
Yeah.
And he was like, "Whoa." He goes, "Yeah, I'm okay. Are you okay?" I was like, "Yeah, man." I was like, "Hey, what are you doing, man?" I was like, well, at first I said, "Man, you need some water?" He was like, "Man, I love some water." I threw him a bottle of water.
Yeah.
He was like, "So hot out here." He's like, "You want some food? I got apples and peanuts." And he was like, "Yeah, man." I threw him apples and some peanuts. And I was like, "Here you go." And he was like, "Wow." He's like, "Thanks, man." I said, "Bro, what are you doing out here?"
Yeah.
He looks at me and he goes, "I'm walking across the country." I said, "What the?" I meet the only guy who can one-up me on the trip.
Right.
I met the one-upper,
like,
bro.
You just take your bike.
Yeah.
Me too.
I'm like, so I felt inspired. I'm asking him all the questions that people were asking me when I told them that I was riding across the country.
Right.
Because I would inspire people. Now
Right.
he's inspiring me. I'm like,
Yeah.
"What? Oh my God, man, tell me a story." Like, "Why are you doing it?" Right? Like, that's what people would ask me, right? I'm like, "Why are you doing it?" He's like, "Oh, man." He was like, "Man, it all started." I'm like, in the side of the road, right? It's just like, just him and I.
Yeah.
Like, no cars. Like, it's just him and I. And it was like, we were just talking. I was like, "Why are you doing it?" And he was like, I got arrested in the 90s. And I got involved with a bad group of people, and I did some bad things, and I did about 10 years in prison.
Wow.
And and I found God when I was in prison. And
Yeah.
right, he goes, I found God while I was in prison, and I read the Bible every day, and I got out, and I said, I met this lady, and she gave me a house, and I was still, still reading scripture, and I said one day, I said, God, I said, he wrote a passage was like, I provide for the sparrows every single day, and aren't you more important than the sparrows? And he goes, Rick. He goes, your name is Rick, right? I said, yeah. He goes, even when I'm out in the middle of nowhere, he provides me water and he provides me food. And he shows the bottle of water and the apple and the peanuts I just gave him, right? And I was like, wow,
That's
dude.
deep.
So then he wrote my number down on the front page of his Bible. And then I just rolled off into the sunset. And then I looked back and he's just walking, right? So
That's insane.
yeah. So yeah, so just keep that story short. Yeah. So that was the one guy. The one time I met the one upper.
That's
but,
insane.
And it was like everything aligned again
Right,
later on
right.
in life. Yeah, like on that trip.
It seemed, and like you mentioned earlier, there seemed to be a theme of like every person you ran into, not every but multiple stories similar to that of like meeting. I forget what you said exactly, but meeting the people you're supposed to meet.
Yes.
It kind of like
Yeah. It was like inspiration for me too along the way. Meeting certain people, gave me a little extra push.
Yeah.
So that was
That's huge.
before that story happened. Yeah, before my the guy who called me up in like Charlotte. So that happened before, and that was like a story I had to tell.
Yeah.
My mentor.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So then when he called, when I drove by when I rode my bicycle past his house, like 400 miles, like that story was in the back of my head. I was like, man, I gotta tell him this. I'm meeting this guy on the side of the road who's preaching the word of God.
Yeah.
And he's walking, doing it.
Yeah.
And I met him after I prayed, and I dropped on my knees, and I was like, put people in my life that you want me to meet. And and I asked this guy if he's okay.
Just like that.
And it was like it was just story after story after story. I could talk to you all day about it.
Did he end up calling? Because you took his number down.
He did.
Did he call? Yeah.
He ended up calling me, and he goes, "You know who this is?" His name was Pittman. And I said, "Is this Pittman?" He was like, "Yeah, how'd you know?" I was like, "Bro, did you ever get to California?" And he was like,
"Oh, he was walking."
Yeah, he was walking to California.
Same route.
Yeah, basically same route. Yeah, I guess they have a walk route.
Yeah, you're still on your way.
Yeah. So, so he ended up calling me up. I was like, how did you go? He's like, where you at? He's like, I made it to Tennessee and turned around.
He's like, that was enough.
Yeah. He was like, never made it. He was like, where are you at? I was like, I'm in Rhode Island. Come visit.
Yeah.
He came by. He stayed.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, he came by. He stayed at my house after my trip ended. He was like, man, I still get your number on the Bible. He ended up come by and he spent a couple days with me, and then he just vanished.
Yeah.
But he just vanished.
Really?
Like he stayed at my house for like 2 days, and then I never heard from him again. I didn't see him. Didn't no goodbye, nothing.
He's just gone. One day he's gone.
Just gone. Just went in the room. Was there? Like, yo. He had no phone. Nothing. Couldn't
really?
Yeah, he's just gone.
Oh
never heard from him again.
No way.
Yeah.
Jeez. That is wild.
Yeah.
That's some like the deep universe type.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's really wild. I just a couple more questions on that, and I want to kind of move on to some of the stuff you're doing now. But I think I remember I follow your journey as you were doing it through Instagram and stuff you were posting. But what did I think you lost a ton of weight on that, right? What is your beginning and end body weight?
Oh, jeez,
You can't remember.
I wish I could tell you the honest answer.
Oh,
yeah, you know what I'm saying, dude? Yeah, I got shredded.
Yeah.
Yeah, just 175 pounds, just ripped. No, it wasn't because it was I needed to eat whatever I could eat.
Oh, gotcha.
So I didn't have I didn't have anyone follow me with a RV making me healthy, nutritious meals.
Right.
If anything, my stomach got a little bit bigger because I was eating, just eating shit.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, it was, I probably should have. I'm not gonna shout them out right now.
Yeah. No, fair enough. It's okay. Maybe I remember that wrong. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, bring that up.
Yeah. No, also got me. My legs got strong.
Fair enough. I
was real strong in my legs. So I was pulling the what's it called, the bob wagon and the and the
Oh,
flag
yeah,
behind me,
yeah.
the 4 pannards. But
Yeah.
that was like, it was basically a leg workout for 7 months.
Months of leg workouts. Yeah. How'd the body feel when you finished?
Tired.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
fair
yeah,
enough.
yeah.
All right, so let's switch gears a little bit because I want to talk about Hart's Roofing
Cool, man.
a little bit. And so, basically, give me a quick rundown or like how you got started, like how you got into it, and then what brought you to where you are today with that.
How I got started. Wow, should I bring it back to the time? So I just came back from my bicycle trip,
Okay. Yeah.
right? And I'm like, all right. And like, I remember getting back from my bicycle trip, and like before then, every day I was like this, like on that bike, I was like, go, 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 like moving, like where am I gonna sleep?
Yeah.
I had to figure it out. So when I came home, I was like in the house, I like just pacing around the house, pacing, like what am I gonna, like, oh man, I gotta do something, gotta get a job, do something. But I didn't want to fall into the be complacent in life and to work for someone. I always knew that I wanted to have a business, right?
Yeah.
So I ended up getting a job with a landscaping company for a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
and just to kind of get caught up on some bills and the stuff like that, So I ended up doing some landscaping for probably about a year or so, a year or two, and then that's when I started taking my health really seriously when I came back, and then
Sure.
I got pretty
shape,
yeah,
yeah.
pretty good shape then. Just did a ton of calisthenics. But so I ended up, after that, was like, all right, Rick, I was like, you did this really awesome bike trip. You gave back to the community. You did some good stuff, and now it's time to work on yourself. And my father was always telling me that I should start a roofing business because I was, before I went on the bike trip, I was, in the construction field,
Sure.
and I learned how to do roofs. I did a lot of slate roofs and asphalt roofs and, wood shingled roofs. So
Cool.
So roofing was what I knew how to do, and my dad was always telling me, "Hey, Rick, you should start a roofing business." But I never listened to him, like any kid.
Yeah, right, right. Yeah, whatever, Dad.
Yeah. You don't know what you're talking about. Yeah. So what was it? So I had one day, I had a vision. I was like, I'm going to start a business, and I'm going to save, $50,000, and I'm going to buy my first house. I had about so what I did was I took my change jar out and I dumped it on the ground, and I counted my change out. I started a vision board and a goal board. Counted my change. I had $19.32 in my change jar. My mom comes, surprised me at my house, knocks on my door. I was like, "Hey, what's up, Mom?" She comes by. She goes, "Ricky, what are you doing?" I said, "I'm saving $50,000." She looks at the change. She's like, "Do you need money?" I was like, "No, Mom, no, I'm on a goal. I'm
good.
I'm good.
Yeah.
No, I'm get this all figured out."
I'm
See that?
more than
See
good.
that? Yeah. What is that?
You need something?
Yeah. She gives me $20. She reaches and she's like, I was like, "All right, well, I'm putting this to the goal, So I started doing a deduction from 50,000, and I started deducting from the 50,000 because I wanted to, buy a house.
Yeah.
And I was paycheck to paycheck, making, $23 an hour or something like that. Just trying to get by.
Yep.
And I started my business, started writing down goals, and I started just hitting these targets. Boom, 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 boom. Just breaking the goals down. Like I had my big goal was to make 50,000 to buy a house, but I broke it down into smaller and obtainable goals, like monthly and weekly goals of numbers that I had to hit, and I just figured it out. Started doing roofing. My father was working with me too, and he was in the construction all of his life.
Cool.
So we were taking on bigger jobs too, which was full interior and exterior renovations. So
Cool.
So me and my father basically kind of got the company going, and I haven't looked back. It's been 6 years. So we went from just me and him to got about eight guys now running with us, and 6 trucks, and a building at 1698 East Main Road.
There we go.
Yeah, my wife runs the back end of everything too, so she's super helpful. So I mean, her and I basically. My dad unfortunately passed away a couple years ago with stage 4 cancer, and I learned a ton from him. I wish I could have learned more from him.
Sure.
He was full of knowledge, super smart guy. Good. He had a foundation company, and then he got into construction because back in the 80s, the foundation companies were backed up by 6 months, so he took that he started it as a sign opportunity. Ended up getting into the construction company. And
Cool.
I'm sorry, I got into the foundation business.
Yeah.
So anyway, so we learned we learned a lot in the last 6 years, and we're just growing every single day, and
That's awesome.
trying to keep a good reputation and
trying
to offer a good service.
Very cool. And it's cool how, I don't think I've heard that. Goal setting is huge. I mean, obviously, I feel like a lot of people know that, but a lot of people don't actually do it.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah, I need to set goals as a host, but they don't actually do it. But it sounds like you crushed it with that.
Yeah.
And I like your style of how you did it, because like a lot of people, like, let's say it's a monetary goal, like I want to make $1 million. They're like, either they chip away, like, all right, I've saved 1,000. All right, I've saved 5,000. I saved 10,000. If for some reason the flip of like, all right, I want $1 million. I saved 5,000. All right, 995,000.
Yeah.
It's like, it kind of feels more doable.
Yeah.
It's like every time you save a little more, it's like, all right, a little less. I like that.
Yeah,
that version of it.
I was deducting it.
Yeah. I like that version of it. I never heard that before. I'm like, oh, that makes it seem so much more doable than to constantly be climbing up. It's like, oh, I don't have that much more left. But no, that's what I like that strategy a lot.
And what I did was, when I hit that goal, what I did was I took the cash out of the bank. Yeah. So, excuse me. So I ended up, chipping away at it for a couple years.
Yeah.
And busted my ass. Yeah. And what I ended up doing is I took it out of the bank. It's gonna sound crazy. And I rubbed it on. I took the lady was like, she was like, "What are you doing?" I was like, "I didn't take out 50 grand." She goes, "What?" I was like, "Hey, take it out. Take it out of the bank."
I want to see it.
I want to see it.
Yeah.
I want to feel it. I want to feel it.
Yeah.
I put it in my pockets. I rubbed it on me like this, stuck it in my coat. So, and I just walked around with it for a couple days.
It made it feel real.
To feel it. To really feel it.
Yeah.
Because that's what I want to do. Is I want to attract that in my life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Totally.
So there's something to that of manifesting.
Yeah. Like, hey, tangibly, this is here.
This is what it feels like.
This is mine. I've earned this. Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, put it back in the bank, and then ended up, buying our first house.
Yeah, deposit it, and then a few days later, all right, time to
exactly. Yeah.
Like, everything. Yep.
Yeah, it's all good. Just want to feel it.
Did you spend any of it? Nope.
It's all here.
No, it's all here.
It's all here. Now I got to pay taxes.
Fair enough. That's fantastic. Yeah. I like that. That's good. All right, so I don't have too much longer with you, so I want to respect your time. But a couple other questions I wanted to ask you, just in general. I want to talk a little bit about, just in general, some of and you talked about already, some of the motivation, dedication, like mental aspects. And you talked about it with the cycling, but anything that you do as far as a strategy for like your day-to-day business. So a side question I wanted to kind of ask on this is, like, if you're going through a rut, like, what gets you through it, and maybe like as a side question, like, how do you handle trying to balance everything as a business owner because you have a family. Yeah. And the business, obviously, as someone who runs a business, like, it's not a 9 to 5. It's all day. It's an all day. It's all day long. So, do you have any strategies that you found to like help keep that balance, or like get you through a rut if you're having a tough time?
Well, luckily, so it's nice because me and my wife both run the business. Totally. Right. And her and I both love it. That's what we do, Yeah. So it's probably about 90% of our conversation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like all day long. It's like, we'll be eating. We'll be all right. Yeah. Not talking about business. We'll be eating. It'd be like, so, new customer reached out today. just come up like, just come up.
But it's exciting.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, we'll talk about it. So I mean, I think having a support system, is really helpful. Mm-hmm. So we just kind of, I don't know. I don't feel like I'm ever like in a rut.
Cool.
I think it's like just, I think it's, trying to refocus. Yep. Sometimes you got to refocus.
Sure.
You just got to separate, write everything down, all what you got to do, and prioritize it, because there's just so many things that happens on day to day,
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that. Yeah. If something's maybe demanding too much your focus in a negative way, you'd be like, okay, let's shift focus to something else. Or
Yeah, exactly.
I like that a lot. Okay, cool. Another kind of similar question that I wanted to ask about, I think, because it's something that was really powerful. Going back to Bullfrog, one of the groups that he had focused on early on, just so kind of tying it back into fitness, was his Be Better retreats.
The Be Better retreats. Yeah, it was great.
So anything that you were able to take from that, or even just like not even if not even that, like from the fitness side of thing that helps you, like kind of like in your day to day, whether it's like maybe the community at the gym or like or even going back to the wrestling, like some of the, like the mantras of like just keeping hard work.
Yeah. So during the Be Better retreat, it kind of hit like at a perfect time for me because my father was just diagnosed with a stage 4.
Sure.
And that just kind of like kept me moving in a healthy direction.
Yeah.
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 And I think that's important to whenever you're going through something, a tough time in life is, try to maintain some sort of healthy routine, surround yourself with positive people, because you can easily get dragged down, maybe start drinking too much, or I think that's a common thing here in Newport and on the island,
Yeah.
is
Vacation town.
yeah,
Party town.
yeah,
Can
exactly.
be anyway.
So, if you get on that cycle, it just seems like more negative things happen than positive things. So,
Totally.
that sucked. It was just having a support system. My father was going through that, being able to talk about it. I mean, that group was really great. I think that he might even be talking about bringing one of those back.
Yeah, that's in the works. I don't know if it's finalized yet, but they're definitely talking about it. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's cool. I look forward to that. I'll probably end up jumping on one of those again.
Yeah. No, that's really cool.
Yeah.
All right, cool. So last couple questions. It's probably has been awesome. It's been great talking to you so far. So a couple wrap up things. So I'll kind of give you bullet points here.
Yeah.
And we'll go one by one. But anything in store for the future that you're super excited about?
Yeah.
Number 2 is anybody else that you can think of, or anything you want to shout out, or like where to follow you, this and that, how to get in contact with you. And then last one, I'll let you kind of like think about this for a second too. Is if you have maybe a favorite quote or a favorite mantra or a favorite saying, or if the way I describe this is you get a billboard. Let's say we'll put a big billboard on East Main Road. One big billboard. You can put whatever you want on it. Sometimes you might have like a message to the community, or could you just put like, come or call Hearts, or something like that. You can put whatever you want.
All right.
But sorry, first one. Anything in store for the future that you're excited about?
Yeah. So it's business related.
Yeah. Totally.
So we're getting into buying houses off market,
Cool.
and so now we're looking for off market opportunities to buy houses. People who inherit houses or very distressed houses that people just looking to close fast.
Mm-hmm.
We come in there and we give them a fair market offer. We buy the house, we fix it up, and we're going to be reselling houses.
Cool.
So we're buying and reselling houses. We've flipped, I don't know, probably about three already.
Awesome.
That's great. So that's in the works. Something we're going to be working on.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. And then obviously, I mean, anything you want to shout out? Obviously, Hearts Roofing. How can people get in contact with you? Where to follow you? Yeah.
Yeah. So we're on Instagram. We're on Facebook. Hearts Roofing. I think it's just Hearts Roofing on Instagram and Hearts Roofing and Construction on Facebook. So
and I'll give you the shameless plug. It's a good follow on Instagram. You don't get just the generic like, I don't know. A lot of companies, like, obviously if they're just trying to advertise, it's just like generic posts. But you guys have good posts.
Thank you.
You guys have good posts.
Thank
they're
you.
entertaining. They're good. Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. Yeah.
And then last question.
Yeah.
You get the billboard. What are you putting on it?
Ooh, get the billboard. I got a billboard. What am I going to put on it? Jeez, man. Wow.
I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know either, dude. I'm just like, because I feel like because I'm going to have a billboard soon.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to be changing the message every single day.
Where's your billboard going to be?
It's not going to be a billboard. It's going to be a yard sign. It's going to be like a road sign.
Hey, yeah, that's
I'm
billboard
working
enough.
on that, and I want to do like a message board.
Cool. Yeah.
So I'm actually going to be. So it's going to be like a thing where it's like, what's the message for the day?
Nice.
Yeah. So I'm always going to be constantly changing the message.
So this is cool because I think this is we're past episode 100. I'm behind on posting these, by the way.
Oh, really? Oh, no worries. It's all good. Yeah.
But this is, I think, the first time where technically this is a legitimate question.
Yeah.
Because no one else, I don't think, has had a billboard. So this is actually
Yeah,
so
this
now
is-
that you
yeah,
now that you
yeah.
answer this, you
That
might have
is
to put
funny.
this on the actual billboard.
I just met with a guy yesterday.
Yeah.
To legit, like I'm gonna be going to the town, and I'm gonna be doing it.
Yeah,
I just need to figure
yeah.
out if I can do like LED or if I can do
Sure. What the rules are.
yeah, what the rules and regulations are.
Well, I mean, they have the
Yeah.
toilet guy down the road, so it was
That's-
probably somewhat
yeah,
loose.
yeah. Yeah, well, we don't gotta get into that conversation. But I'm gonna be the guy that has on my billboard, "I love Portsmouth,"
Let's go.
not "F-U Portsmouth." It's gonna be "I love Portsmouth."
That's fantastic.
And he's going to be really upset about that. I actually love Portsmouth, and I love the community. And
I
I
love
think we
that.
just
Yeah,
got to spread love and be happy as a community, and that's the message right there, man. Just be happy and be a good person.
So I
You
have a
know?
lot of listeners from all across Rhode Island, so I have to do a brief explanation of this story.
Yeah.
So a guy like, I don't know, less than a mile down the road,
Yeah,
something like that.
same street as our headquarters.
When you drive by his house, he basically has a giant dump in the front of his house
Yeah.
with like a bunch of signs, mannequins, toilets, and all the graffiti lettering like "F-U Portsmouth," the Portsmouth town is corrupt, blah blah blah. He got into some big fight with the town a while ago and just can't let it go, essentially.
Exactly.
So, but it's a massive eyesore. It looks disgusting.
Yes.
Every town resident is like, "Oh, that crazy toilet guy is like."
That's
what they
his
call
name.
him.
He's the toilet guy.
He's a
Yeah.
crazy toilet guy, and it's like, and so it's very cool that you say that. It's like have an opposite, like, hey, we like Portsmouth. Portsmouth is cool. Like,
Yeah,
right down
and
the
that's
street,
exactly so. I'm playing it off of him.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Every day when you so everyone who's doing their commute every single day will drive by a negative piece of property, which is his, and
Yeah.
you drive by mine, it's going to be positive. It's
Yeah.
gonna always be a positive.
And less than a mile, same side of the street.
yeah, same size street. Yeah.
Love that.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Exactly, baby.
That's one of my favorite answers for that question.
Yeah.
That's good. Awesome. Rick,
Cool, man.
been
Appreciate
great
you,
to have
brother.
you.
Yeah,
I'll
man.
let you get out of here. And Rhody Strength, we're signing off.
All right, man. Thank you.
Cool.